Who is Savitar? What's going on, guys? My name is Hasio Castillo, and let's talk about who I think Savitar is. If you haven't figured it out yet, let's hope this makes it a little clearer for you. Savitar, what I believe, is Barry Allen. Wow. I know. There's been some speculations that it was Ronnie Raymond. That makes sense for the Killer Frosting, how she went completely towards him and just was like, whoa, and she's working with him. That makes sense because she loves him. But there's been many reasons, and I will probably only explain a little bit because this video could be 20 minutes long of trying to talk about how Barry is Savitar. Savitar, when Jay talked about him, he said that he was the first person to be granted speed. Now, in the comics, Jay Garrick technically was the first person to be granted speed, but Barry Allen created the Speed Force when he ran. When he ran for the first time, Barry Allen created the Speed Force. Now, I feel like that symbolizes, because he was granted speed, but he was granted speed by essentially the Speed Force, if that makes somewhat sense. The one that makes the most sense to me is that Savitar, how Caitlin says this is all the past to him. He has lived through everything. And the thing that makes the most sense to me is that when Savitar speaks, he speaks like he has been there in Team Flash from the start. He has been there when Cisco got his vibe powers, when Patty was there, everything. Like if he was right there alongside the family. And there's no other person like that aside from Barry. We have crossed out Killer Frost as being who's in the suit because she is working with him. We have crossed out Ronnie Raymond because that wouldn't make sense, like, at all. We have crossed out Wally because Wally is essentially a vegetable in the future. All just point to Barry being Savitar. Now, what I don't understand whatsoever is that what caused Barry to kill Iris? What did he go through that we don't know that made him murder the love of his life? Because in any universe, no matter what universe, Barry loves Iris and Iris loves Barry. There's no Barry without Iris, there's no Iris without Barry. That is just the way it works. That is it. There's like cereal and milk. Like that's just the way it works. And what caused him to, what life-changing moment did he go through that we do not know? That is what I want to find out. I want to find out more because I strongly believe that Barry Allen is Savitar. When he takes off that mask in this Tuesday's coming episode, when he figures out who he is, when he takes off that mask, I strongly believe it will be Barry Allen. But what I am more interested in is what happened. What happened that we don't know? That is way more interesting than who is under that mask. Granted, what I think is going to be Barry Allen. The Flash writers could play us again because they have played us. Like, so when Jay first talked about Savitar, they showed B-roll of this man holding a light orb and him essentially being granted speed powers. Now, I feel like they did that for a reason because nobody knew who Savitar was. Nobody had confronted him before until Barry. But I feel like it's just been confusing the way the show has been leading up to this, because that man, aside from it being Stephen Amell because he's super ripped, that man can't be Barry Allen unless he's on that Stephen Amell workout plan. Because I love Grant, but my boy's scrawny, you know? And that could have just been because they didn't know who he was and they were just showing an idea. They were just showing an image of a man. But that could also, I am certain Barry Allen is Savitar, and when he takes off that suit, Barry Allen will be under there. But they could also just play us, and it could just be a random buff guy. I really hope it's not that. Plot twist, it's Dr. McGee. It was even, without us even knowing, I feel like it was even announced way back in Legends when Martin and Jax, when they heard that message from Barry Allen from 40 years from now, that don't even trust him. The way the episodes were lined up, it feels like they're just talking about the crossover. They were talking about how he changed the timeline, how he created Flashpoint, but I feel like it was also a foreshadow to the ending of the Flash. Don't trust anybody, Captain Hunter. Don't even trust me. And I feel like when he said that, looking back at it now of what we know, towards the end of this season, I feel like they just said it straight up, like, hey, this is me. Savitar is me. Do not trust me. Nevertheless, I'm extremely excited for this Tuesday's episode, and I will try as fast as I can to upload it, and we could talk about it, because this is going to be a very, very big episode leading up to the finale. And yeah, I'm just excited, as you can tell, because I have Barry Allen as my wallpaper, and I am a loser. I'm aware. Yes, my name has been Josiel Castillo. Be on the lookout for the Flash video, and I will catch you tomorrow.